Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to a new episode of Görgött. Today we're cooking something, inspiration, right? It's either something you eat or it's something you see or it's something you know from before. And today it's something that I saw. I follow a lot of accounts on Instagram, and Les Enfants de Marché, a place where I actually did an episode, I'll link to it here, posted a beautiful picture of one of their dishes, and it was chanterelles in some kind of sauce. So we are recreating that. I don't know their recipe, but I know how to cook chanterelles, so we'll get something together. We have some chanterelles, and we'll make a nice sauce with it, with some chopped parsley on top. A simple one. You can put it on toast, or you can just have it as part of many different dishes, like a tavolata on your table. Do whatever you want with it. But before we have a look at the ingredients, do me the favor, support the channel by clicking the subscribe button and checking the bell icon to get notifications. But now let's have a look at the board. Obviously the main ingredient are chanterelles. We need some veal stock. This is one of my own stocks from the freezer. I did a couple of episodes on how to make various stocks. I'll link to that playlist here. It's called Basics. We also need some portwine, some shallots, some butter. Everything tastes better with butter or fat. Some parsley just to decorate, flat leaf parsley, white pepper and salt to taste it up a bit. But the first thing we need to do is to prep our chanterelles. So let's start with that. So in the interest of time, I've already done most of them, but I thought I'll just show you how I do one. Take a piece of kitchen paper, and I'll move this away so we don't move the... And you see it's a bit of soil there. Just go over it with the kitchen paper. Check if you see any other spots. And just take it away. I think that's the simplest way. You can do it with a brush. Yeah. I have one more here. You see a bit of dirt on the stalk there. On the top a little bit. You can see the paper gets dirty, right? So it's working. And that's it. Now we'll move over to the stove and cook these first. I'm going to do something that's not probably that common, but it's something we do a lot in Sweden, and that's förvälla. So I'm actually going to add some water to a very hot pan, throw the chanterelles in, and then let that water reduce and evaporate to nothing. And then, if it works like it normally does, our chanterelles will be ready, and then we can fry them. So I'll see you at the stove. Now water is boiling. We've added salt to it, like when you cook pasta. And I sorted out, you can see these are the bigger ones. And instead of cutting them, we're just going to pull them apart. That's the easiest way. And the rest we just put it in like that. Now we leave these until all the liquid is gone. And in the meantime, we'll move back and we'll do the other prep. Our mushrooms are doing their job there. We don't have to worry about them. So we can do the rest of the prep. The shallots, we don't want it too thin. Something like that. So cut up your shallots. Even shallots can be really strong. That's why I'm crying a bit. The next thing we need to prep is the parsley. So the parsley is washed. We just need to pick off the leaves, and then we'll chop them roughly. And this is just to decorate. And I don't even like parsley that much. As a decoration, when it's finely chopped, I don't mind it. But it's not my favorite herb. Now the easiest way is to just try to take as much of it, make kind of a bowl of it, and then just first slice it really finely, and then you can still go over it again and chop it. You can always collect it if you just leave your knife towards the board. And once you've done that rough cut, just go over it again. That's fine enough, I'm happy with that. And that's basically all the prep we need to do. So we'll move back to the stove and the rest will happen there. Then we'll be back here for the plating. As you can see, all the liquid is gone. Now we'll put this to the side. Then we're going to need it later again. So for the sauce, use a little bit of butter on some of our shallots. Again, we don't want this to color too much. You should just give the sauce a bit of taste. And now we'll start building the sauce with our port wine. Don't need to put too much at a time. We're reducing it anyway. So some of our veal stock. I always like to take a small taste just to see if you're getting in the right direction. And this is going to come together well. We're going to need more port wine, we're going to need more stock, but it's the start of something good. Add a little bit of pepper to this. Salt we'll add at the end if it's needed, but the mushrooms, since they're cooked in, well, the chanterelles, since they're cooked in salt water, they kind of pick up quite a bit of the salt water, so we shouldn't need any salt, but let's see. This is coming together nicely. We don't need to reduce this much more now. We'll take it off, and then we'll start building up the dish in the other pan. Put some butter in there. The rest of our shallots. Just want to soften up the shallots a bit. Now a strainer and the sauce we did. And also in with our mushrooms, our chanterelles. And the last thing missing, some more butter. Work this in. And this is basically our dish. Well, obviously we're going to serve it nicely. We're going to put the parsley on there, reduce this a bit, let it come together. But in essence, this is what we're having. Now it's time to check for salt quickly. No, we're all good on that front. You can see it's slowly coming together with the sauce, thickening up a little bit. That's what we want. We don't want it too liquid. We're ready to serve this up now, so let's move over. Now before we plate this up, if you stuck with me this far, there must have been something you enjoyed about this episode. So do me the favor, support both me and the channel by hitting that thumbs up button below. It's really important to get my content out there for others to view and enjoy, hopefully as much as you. And leave a comment, please. I always reply to comments, I always enjoy comments. Do me the favor. Now let's plate this up. It's not a special plating as such, it's just rustical. We want people to kind of grab it from this and eat on a separate plate. Like that. And last but not least, our parsley. And there you are, a very simple chanterelle dish. But I promise you, it might be simple, but it tastes amazing. Now let's dig in. Perfect consistency on the sauce. And this is really powerful, so it would go really great with like a butter fried toast or something like that. And like this, I don't even mind the parsley too much because the rest is so good. It's a very simple dish. Again, thanks to my friends at Le Marché d'Enfants in Paris. I'll again put the link to their episode there. If you're ever in Paris, go there. It's at the market or Le Marché d'Enfants Rouge. It's in the Marais district. Thunder. Maybe you heard that. and it's just a great place to enjoy an afternoon. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please do me the favor, support the channel by clicking the subscribe button and checking the bell icon if you haven't done so yet. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.